actually say that the Governor Palin has the experience to take over on day one, and if something God forbid happens like 9/11?
I think the experience of being governor is invaluable. As I said, I was a legislator for 10 years. The difference between a legislator and an executive is enormous. When you're the executive, you don't just cast a vote. You're accountable for making the decisions and then making those decisions work. And it's not simply a question of holding the title, it's what you do while you're governor. When you look at Governor Palin, she hasn't just been governor, she's one of the most popular, if not the most popular governors in the country, because she's gone after those who others were afraid to, like the oil interests, like big business, like the leaders of her own party. So I think she has an outstanding record of reform, an outstanding record as an executive, and there's no question when you compare the experience of our candidate for vice president with their candidate for president, I would rather have a governor than a senator any day.
Well, what about a Governor Romney, a Governor Palin, a Governor Pataki, a governor with a lot of experience rather than just 2 years of experience?
It's not the length of time. It's what you do with that time. And I think Governor Palin has just had a remarkable record in a short period of time. And it's not just as governor. She was a commissioner before that, where she managed to get some major changes done to improve the energy situation, not just in Alaska, but for our country. So there's no question in my mind. She is an excellent choice and will be an excellent vice president.
Governor, that's campaign for side candidate for you.
Yeah, I'm usually a boring, low.
I'm not calling you boring. I'm not calling you boring.
I was kidding with Senator Bruno. I said I was going to speak an hour and a half, and he goes, again? And I goes, I really don't speak that long. It just seems that long.
But can you talk about, it is a little bit of a new role for you. Can you talk about
Oh, no, I've done this for years, supporting other candidates.
Yeah, I don't remember you firing.
I nominated Jack Kemp in 1996, and it was 3 in the morning because of the timing was a little off, but I tried my best to be fair.
Governor Palin's record on reaching out to the Democrats and independents that you say are necessary to win this election?
You don't have an 80% favorable rating in any state unless you have broad bipartisan support. I think that shows that Governor Palin's reform agenda has resonated with all the people of Alaska, regardless of party, and that's what we need in Washington today. People who put aside party do what's right for the country. That's Senator McCain and that's Governor Palin.
Were you working for his administration? How does it feel to be visiting with your delegation when members of the delegation have been criticizing and almost blaming the weakening of the GOP in the state on you?
I think you got the answer to that if you looked at the crowd. I have a tremendous amount of respect for the people who are here, who are the grassroots of the party, and I believe they have that same respect for me.
What do you think of
Press reports the other day? It looked like you purposely conflated the name of Barack Obama.
Yeah, that's totally untrue.
Was it untrue?
Absolutely untrue. I would never do that.
Is it a legitimate criticism of it? You said you didn't do it purposely.
I didn't do it, period.
Okay.
What do you think about Mike?
The word "us" came out and I stopped. That's a lot better than Joe Biden and Ted Kennedy did. And I don't think they were doing anything on purpose.
Oh, what do you think about Michael Bloomberg possibly running for a third term?
Mike's been a great mayor, and if he makes that decision, I would be very strongly inclined to think that the people of New York and I would be supportive. But we have to wait and see, one, if he makes the decision, and two, whether or not the law will allow it.
Right. All this talk about unity and nonpartisanship with launches into the Democrats as being weak and liberal and basically name calling.
Well, I think when you say somebody's going to raise taxes, and they've said they're going to raise taxes on the people who create jobs, I don't see how that is anything but fair. When you say they're going to raise taxes on businesses and they're going to raise the capital gains tax on businesses, I don't see how that is fair. When you say let's take whatever it takes for us to achieve the victory we want in Iraq, as opposed to having a fixed timetable, I think that is very fair. When you say we should be drilling offshore for American domestic sources and the Democrats have blocked that, that's not unfair. That's absolutely right.
Governor, you called him Joe Biden Beltway Joe. I wouldn't exactly call that not name calling.
I think it's pretty accurate.